Some Nigerians are exporting yams to UK. No country can be self-sufficient. The way God wired human being, we have to depend on one another. Nigeria, we cannot grow rice.
And this is live feed from the Ojota area of Lagos State, where the protest continues, apparently on day 5 of the End Bad Governance protest. We have joining us this morning our correspondent, Niyi Omoniyi, who's live in Ojota this morning. Good morning, Niyi. Tell us exactly what's going on over there.
Good morning, Osaoge. Well, it's day 5 of the End Bad Governance protest here at Ojota, and as against what we've been seeing in previous days, the numbers are not so much, as you can see, but it's still early in the hours of Monday, and hopefully, as events unfold, we might get to see a number of people trooping more. But we know that before we got here, activities had resumed across the various places. Buses are operational. Even this road is extremely busy. Shops are now open. But this hasn't stopped this selected few to get here and, of course, to air their views. I'm here with one of the organizers. To actually give us more insight on this. You were here, I saw you the day before yesterday. I saw you, you were here yesterday. I'm not sure you were here physically yesterday. But of course, you've been trying to coordinate these from time being. The president has spoken. In fact, it seems like Nigerians, so many other Nigerians have kind of moved on, adaptive, and say, you know what, let's just move on. Because we can see it from the numbers here. How does that make you feel?
Well, the president's speech were a bunch of many words that meant nothing. He reeled out statistics that had no specific connection with what Nigerians are actually facing, which is the reality of the magnitude of hunger in the country. And we can see the massive discontent that have greeted the so-called speech. The speech was nothing but a blackmail on the Nigerian people, on protesters who are simply demanding for bread, right? The president made no recognition or made no mention of a single demand of the protest. Rather, he went on reading out statistics of some of the things his administration have done, and over a year of implementing these policies, the 1 year of his policies have created nothing but abject suffering for the Nigerian people. So I think the mass discontent is what you see here today, that despite attempts for the state to demobilize a protest, for instance, yesterday the Lagos state government sponsored people here to come and announce
exactly, because I was going to ask you about that. A man identified as JP came here and he said he was one of the organizers. Can you confirm that?
We don't know him. As a matter of fact, since he came to the protest ground on Saturday, and since he came to the protest ground, he has been antagonistic of what we've been doing. They've been looking for ways to ensure the protests degenerate into chaos, so that police can then, the state can then lash on that as an opportunity to violently repress the protest. As a matter of fact, since he came on Saturday, he has been acting as an agent of provocation, let me put it out. So we knew what his plans were all along. In fact, people even told us that he attends the same church as Governor Sanwo-Olu. So these are persons who are agents of. As a matter of fact, they even sent one of their own to your station, Kehinde Agedo, to come and deodorize Tinubu's.
Can you identify which of this person was sent to our station? Do you know his name?
Sure, his name is Kehinde Agedo. It's all planned.
Okay, I think that's a member of the Take It Back movement.
No, he was not a member. He was a member, but because of his consistent romance with the state, more than 2 years ago, he has been banished as a member of our movement.
So you're confirming to us now that Kehinde Agedo, which was formerly a member of the Take It Back movement, has been banned?
I'm the national coordinator of the movement, and I speak authoritatively when I say that he had been expelled from the movement.
Okay, let's just quickly turn back to what's happening here. As I said earlier, it seems so many people have decided to move on, but the selected few are still here. Do you think this movement will still last? Will it still carry the same fire? Because this morning they tried even moving past again, but they couldn't. Are you worried about this?
That was exactly where I was going to. as regards the propaganda works of the states, where they sent their agents here yesterday to come and announce that protests have ended. And you see, that was the information most of the media had. As a matter of fact, this morning, the police commissioner was still on air announcing that protests has ended. So they did that actual job of demobilizing from yesterday down to today. So what you see here today is the outcome of the demobilization the state had invested public resources into. But already our people are turning out because as we've started sending them new informations. If you check all of the reactions online and the media reports about President Tinubu's speech, it was clear that there is no single that all facets of the country, all regions, everybody are dissatisfied with the speech, whether young or old, media, the civil society, everybody is dissatisfied. Everybody, even people like Professor Wole Soyinka Falana
is also dissatisfied.
So the point here is that Nigerians will keep protesting on the streets, they will keep protesting in the neighborhood, they will keep occupying state government houses until our demands are acceded to.
All right, thank you very much. I will try to hold off here, Osaoge, because I have someone here who I would like to also speak with, but I'll throw it back to you in case you want to give me the opportunity to speak to more people on ground.
Yeah, I wanted, that you help me ask him, what happens, does he expect that the protest will last till day 10? And then what happens after it passes the 10th day and Nigerians still don't see any, positive changes from President Bola Tinubu? What is their plan next? Does it just end on the 10th day and everyone goes home?
All right. So let me speak with one of the protesters here so they can even speak more. We've heard from the organizer, but I have here Mr. Yemi Ayeni,
yes.
You're one of the protesters on ground. And
yes,
it's a Monday morning. You should be somewhere, and I guess you decided to come here today. It's day 5. Do you think this will last till day 10?
Because there's nowhere for people to go. The only place any place that any responsible Nigerian should come is this place. Even where you are going to go and work, you are not even sure of the security. You are not even sure, maybe at the end of the month, the owner of the company may say, I'm sorry, I can pay you. So where every Nigerian should be now is this protest ground. Protest does not mean we want to hijack governments. That's not the idea. The idea is that we want the government to know that their policy is hurting us. Because according to what we are running, they said democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. These are the people that voted them in. So they should listen to us. All this aid, they are not telling Tinubu the right thing. In fact, maybe this thing could have not done. I was so pained yesterday when they said about 13 people lost their life. In a civilized country, the president should be held accountable.
All right.
The senator should be held accountable. The House of Reps should be held accountable.
All right.
These are the people that represent the people. But because they are not representing, or they are representing their pockets.
So one thing is that this will go on, right? Till you answer.
I expect Tinubu yesterday. He is the statement of yesterday that triggered this.
All right.
Because what he said yesterday is like somebody that's still campaigning.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. I would just like to get this last notion from one of the protesters we've always seen on ground here, who has always aired a view. And you've been strong about your opinion about what the country is going through, what President Tinubu said yesterday. If after 10 days you still don't get any results, what will be the next line of action?
After 10 days. You will know that after 10 days. Yes.
It's day 5. And this is the number. If we compare it to what it was from day 1, day 2, day 3, and it, as one of the organizers said, it seems the alleged demobilization strategy the government is using in terms of giving information that the protesters ended seems to be working. Are you worried about that?
I'm not. I've always been a lone soldier. It doesn't take every city, it doesn't take 1 million people to fight for what is right. It takes one man who believes and has 1 million reasons to fight for that thing. Do you understand? Even if it is one person left here, I'll be standing right beside that person because I know what that person is fighting for is true. Hunger day. They might not be feeling the hunger. And let me say this to the camera. Shame on the House of Reps. Shame on the National Assembly. Shame on you all. You people are watching people die of hunger and you cannot do anything. With the core presidents, una they hide, una they travel, they go abroad. Una know waiting with the talk. Una know some of people do something for the community. Una know green do. Tomorrow you'll come back. You'll say, may they vote for you. I don't want to use wrong terms, but see, you are a disgrace. All of you there, you are inhumans. And you see that money where they want to chop for that place, you go choke now. Time will come, you remain in Abuja, you will not come back to Benin, you will not be able to come back home, you will not be able to come back to Lagos, because you people are wicked. We are mentioning president, not president, vice president. What about the House of Reps? What about the senators using billions of naira to buy cars? What about the people? These are the idiots that approved 90 billion subsidy for Hajj. Who does that? And you say there's no one in the country. And the Senate president is approving billions of naira for the president, for the vice president. Hey? And you are quiet. You people should be calling for emergency meeting. You are supposed to be talking to the president right now. Let's hear that there's an indoor emergency meeting going on. That's what should be happening.
What do you think would be one particular step right now the president can take that will make these people say that, oh, okay, the president has even done something? You think there's one thing that can convince these people off the street right now? One step.
How many times we want to come? Reduce fuel. You said that subsidy was wrong. Oh, subsidy, people were siphoning money through the Subsidy Act. Then what did you now do? You removed subsidy. What did you now bring as an alternative? Because of we that are poor on the streets. Dangote came out the other day and said he needs to buy crude from abroad to Nigeria to refine before selling. And you are aware that we have crude in this country. We export crude abroad to be bought, but because of their useless cabal and wickedness, he has to buy from abroad. And you say you mean where?
Thank you very much. You've heard it. These are just one of the many pains and agitations of the people here, and they've said they will not back down. They will not be suppressed. They will not allow any sort of information to decentralize them so much that they won't gather here. Let me just give you a view of what the security operatives, the security forces here are like. As you can see, this place has been cordoned off, just as we've seen from the beginning of the protest. We have some members of security teams just across everywhere. And even behind me here, we have a handful of police officers, CTUs, RRS, name them. They are all here. I would just also like to give you the view of the vehicular movement. You can see things are going on as normal. Vehicular movement is operational. People are going back their normal duties. Even on the bridge there, you can see everyone. It almost seems like, aside this set of people standing here right now at Ojota, every other person has done what most times they do, move on. But it's not for me to say. It's alleged anyways.
All right, very interesting report there. And of course, the people that you got to speak with, they seem to have a lot of anger and frustration. We're hoping that the next couple of days, the Nigerian president and, of course, people in government understand what needs to be done. I enjoy the part where she's also called out the House of Reps and, of course, National Assembly members, and asked them what exactly their role is at a time like this. Niyi will join you again. Thanks for your time this morning.